Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Back at you with some more first playthrough of some Starfield. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, why don't you? Also, to maximize your viewing quality of this video, please turn your player to 4K 60. Thank you.
You aren't looking well at all. Perhaps you'd better sit down.
Sheesh, I look that bad?
Oh my goodness, another poor soul. Alright, tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out to anyone, right?
You kidding?
Oh, well, that's quite unusual, but you're welcome here just the same. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
Rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
That's unusual for a medical supply company.
I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know.
Here's a flyer from Saburo Okadibo explaining how you both can boost your business.
I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt.
I can help you with your medical supply problem.
That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
It's ridiculous that you had to resort to smuggling.
There's nothing else to be done about it. These people need my help. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
How do you know Abby Edding?
We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since. Try not to get hurt out there.
Later, Doc. We need more of those. Like we seriously do need better medical doctors in the medical field that's actually caring for the actual patient. Those type of kind-hearted, goodwill people are really hard to find nowadays, not just in video games. Let's make our way to our next point of interest, shall we?
Better watch his back.
Hand out these flyers.
No percentage of causing problems.
Oh, yeah?
Excuse me.
His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want? Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe.
What kind of merchant meetings are you talking about?
A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs.
How do you keep your place safe?
By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money. I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection.
Keeping his place safe sounds like smart business to me.
Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
I have a flyer from Saburo Okadibo you might want to look at.
Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Is all of Neon Security corrupt?
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Thanks for stopping by our shop.
No problem. I'll be back. Excuse me.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Sounds like I'm the one who should be helping you.
Do I sound that awful? I didn't even realize. Terrible, just terrible. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon Security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
I already told James I'll get to the bottom of everything.
Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Thank you for stopping by.
No problem. See you later. So I believe we've given out like 2 or 3 flyers so far to the other shop owners and vendors here in Neon. Need to give out at least 2 or 3 more to complete the quest.
All your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Neuroamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs?
This game is just really immersive and amazing to me. Never ceases to amaze me. There's so much to do in this game. I haven't even scratched the surface of what this game actually has to offer in combat and dialogue and random moments and only Starfield moments. Like, this game is what I expected from a Bethesda title, and then some. To sum it up for me, after playing the majority of the Fallout franchise, I've played Ghostwire Tokyo, I've played both Dooms, still haven't finished it. I have played so many games that I haven't finished, which you best believe on this channel, we're going to cover and finish these games that I have not finished. That's the purpose of this channel. To see what the games have to offer us on Series X. And as far as a Bethesda title, like what I was saying, or trying to get my point across before I started rambling, forgive me, is the fact that for a Bethesda title, this is by far their best work. Does the game have bugs or issues? After playing for about 8 hours or so, give or take 8.5, maybe 9 hours or so, if even that much, I've run into a few snags and hiccups here and there. I've counted them. I would say it's up to about 6 or 7 now, maybe 8. 6 or 7 hiccups that I've had on this game, as far as some glitches and a performance stutter or a hard freeze. But other than that, the game is fine to me, 100%. Like, I can't complain. And with a game of this scale and scope and size, it's bound to have an issue. But trust me, when the updates roll out, when they hit the game with FSR 3, that's going to make the game look even better and run better than what it already does. It's just going to make the game that much better. A game that's already, in my opinion, a solid game. I give this game a solid 9.5 out of 10. There's no other way I can go lower than that. Truly appreciate you all for tuning in. See you all on my next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and be well. Noob out.